Shidadarewa, my beloved, and welcome to another message of HRB Sisters of Wisdom Empowerment Cycle. This new moon is a great occasion to reflect on our ancestral systems of spiritual hygiene around the new moon. During the new moon, the sky seems empty. However, it is actually quiet. In tradition, quiet is not absence, it is a listening space. In Yoruba cosmology, the new moon marks the reset of spiritual hygiene. Just as the body needs washing, the ori, the womb, the blood, and the nervous system also need clearing. This is especially true for women and even more so for healers, because women carry cycle inside cycles, and healers carry other people residue, that is, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. So the new moon is a threshold. The old cycle has dissolved, but the new one has not yet solidified. This makes the energy receptive, impressionable, vulnerable, but also powerful. For women, this mirrors menstruation, ovulation shift, hormonal recalibration, emotional tuning of boundaries. For healers, it mirrors energetic accumulation, compassion, fatigue, spiritual overload. So the ancestors taught us to clean before we create, empty before we receive. Spiritual hygiene does not mean excess ritual. It simply means alignment. Ibori, feeding and cooling your ori, your personal divinity, because if the ori is overheated, confused or burdened, no amount of prayer or work will lend success. Ibori at new moon is gentle. It will include water, cooling herbs, prayer, silence, not performance, not urgency, just recalibration. And I'm speaking based on the diasporic tradition, what you will encounter, what you will experience outside of Yoruba land. Around that time is also a recommended opportunity for yoni steaming or womb steaming. Across Caribbean and South Indian tradition, the womb is treated as a gateway, not just an organ. So new moon steaming releases stagnation, cools inflammation, clears emotional residue, and supports intuition. For perimenopausal women, healers, and midwives, this is not luxury, it is maintenance. It will bring down the energy. As you bring it down, we are now going to focus on foot bath. The feet carry the road you've walked, physically but also spiritually. So the new moon foot bath is an opportunity to grow on excess energy, discharge what the upper body is holding, calm the nervous system. This is why elders insisted, wash your feet before speaking intentions. The diaspora created a blend of all these various heritage. Chakra alignment, for example, occur often through Panchakarma logic in the Caribbean or diaspora population, where South Indians, Kalinago, and displaced Yoruba ancestors blended. From the South Indian lineages, we are going to encounter Panchakarma cleansing, rhythm, restraint. From the Kalinago wisdom, the plant bath, the steaming, the ocean grounding. And from Yoruba systems, Ori alignment, divination timing, ancestral accountability. The body became the shrine. The cycle became the guide. For many, the new moon is also an opportunity for light divination with Obi, with Horis, a time when we simply inquire whether the cycle is safe, whether we should rest, or whether we should take action. What should we avoid? Not for heavy forecasting orientation. So the adaptation of the diaspora is often the Kori listening. In the Caribbean, Yoruba Kori logic blended with biblical psalms, mysticism, numerology, other forms of folk divination, and these became Kabbalah style readings with numbers, sign, intuitive mapping, not formal Ifa, but Ifa logic survived, balance, consequence, and accountability. New tools were added also to our new moon practices, like the pendulum, as it replaced tools that were forbidden or unavailable. So it became a yes or no translator, a nervous system mirror, a listening device, but not a decision maker. Idafa and Ebo at the new moon. It is possible at any given time of the calendar, any given time of the month cycle. Usually at new moon, heavy work is limited because the new moon is insertive energy. It rides deeply. Doing too much around that time of the month exhausts the body, it overloads the mind, it can create spiritual dependency. So, ancestral wisdom one, do not do everything in one portal and disappear for the rest of the cycle. Consistency matters more than intensity. During the new moon, we also observe taboos. Taboos are not punishment, they are energetic safety guidelines, behavioral do's and don'ts, for example, excessive talking, public conflict, sexual overexertion, irreversible decision, or overworking the body. We may also abstain from heavy meat, excess alcohol, overspiced food, late night eating. These hit the blood and scatter or refocus. So, what to favor around this time of the month? Warm liquids, bitter grains, light grains, soup, silence. What are the benefits of the new moon spiritual hygiene practice? According to elders, it brought mental clarity, hormonal steadiness, emotional regulation, longevity without burnout, and this is why elders age slowly but not loudly. For us today, the benefits are multiple. Nervous system repair, reduce inflammation, better sleep, hormonal balance, clearer intuition, emotional boundaries. Spiritually, we can count on Ori alignment, less spiritual confusion, less dependency on constant readings, stronger ancestral communication, and physically, we would have better digestion, better metabolism, reduce anxiety, improve immunity, and improve womb health. So the new moon is not for doing more, it's actually for doing less, but doing less correctly. Spiritual hygiene is not superstition, it is ancestral neuroscience, it is hormonal wisdom, it is nervous system care, and when practiced monthly, it turns survival into sustainability. The new moon is a sacred pause in the cosmic breath. It is the moment where restraint becomes wisdom and silence becomes preparation. To honor taboos is not to submit to fear, but to cooperate with biological rhythm, ancestral intelligence, and the quiet recalibration of Ori. When spiritual hygiene is practiced with consistency, the body remembers how to regulate itself, the mind softens into clarity, and the spirit no longer strains to be heard. This is not a return to the past, but it is a restoration of balance. I am Yeye Fatoke, spiritual head of Ejiagbe Sisters of Wisdom Empowerment Cycle. If this message stir recognition rather than surprise, your Ori already knows this is rhythm. May our Ori remain cool, may our blood remain calm, may our warm minds and spirit learn again that rest is not absence, it is alignment. Observe the new moon consciously this cycle and practice at least one form of reduction, food, speech, or activity. Share this teaching with one person who is burning out silently. Reach out if you feel called to learn ancestral spiritual hygiene practices. Stay connected for guided cycle teachings and Ori centered support. Check in. Do not check out. The ancestors whisper most clearly when we finally stop shouting with our life. From my way to yours, Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe.